What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Getting into this episode of GH, I knew it. I knew it. Shiloh is playing a very dangerous game right now. He's playing a deadly game. Him asking, that's why I was a little pissed off when he was talking to Drew and Drew was telling him about how he got the flash drive with his memories, but he doesn't want to use them because he'll lose out on the last 5 years of his life. I was upset Drew confided that to him because I felt like that was too much information for him to know, especially a person that you don't remember and you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have gave off that information. Some things you got to play close to the vest. You know what I'm saying? I would have never told him that information. And of course, when Drew left, Shiloh was happy about it. That's why when Drew mentioned how he would lose out on the last 5 years of his life, of his memories, Shiloh was like, "Oh, that's good. Of course it's good for you because with him not knowing about what happened in the past, it covers up whatever lies you're telling. Because obviously, if Drew had his real memories, he would more than likely remember the truth about Shiloh from whatever happened back then. That's why Shiloh is happy he's not getting his memories back. Of course, it works in his favor. Him and that Harmony girl they're up to something. I don't know what it is, but they're definitely up to something, and Jason know it. By having that, see, I'm telling you, when Jason has a conversation with somebody, he literally knows something's off about you based off of the little conversation that y'all do have. He can tell. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something that you say just don't add up with something that you said 5 minutes ago, or your demeanor. It's something about you that Jason knows how to read, and he can tell you're up to no good. He knows DOD. He knows it's not legit. He know something ain't right. He knows something in the milk ain't clean. When you have conversations with people, that shit just just pops out of them. Like you just tell when they're full of shit, and that's what Jason sees. Harmony and Shiloh are definitely up to something. $1 billion question: what the hell are they trying to accomplish? That's what I'm trying to figure out. They're doing something wicked, and we don't know what it is yet. And I'm interested to find out. But I do know it involves Christina, Sam, and Drew. Now we just got to find out what's the end game with all of this. Like, what type of revenge is this? We kind of know what the revenge is about. I mean, it's clear because Sam conned his dad. But what's Drew got to do with this from back in the day? Like, what did he do back then that he don't want Drew to remember? That's the question. Did he try to kill Drew? We don't know. But I'm interested in finding out. But I already know Jason gonna shut them down one way or another. He gonna shut them down. Cause Carly was thinking maybe Sonny could run him out of town or whatever. It's gonna take a little bit more than Sonny. Cause clearly Shiloh's not intimidated by Sonny or Jason. That's clear. Like he's not intimidated. So and besides, Sam don't want Sonny to get involved in that because she has some type of plan to get the drop on Shiloh. That's why she's working this. And her and Jason pretty much hang out and hook up at Monica's house because I guess they told Monica something about what's going on with this. They filled her in, but of course, they hate lying to Danny about their relationship and stuff like that, which is understandable. He's probably excited to have his parents together and stuff like that, but of course, they had to fake break up for this little scheme to work. Um, Carly was pissed when she found out one of her bartenders was working with DOD. She was pissed because she know that she can't fire that person for it, but if she could, she would. But it's just a whole mess. Like, ain't no telling. This has Mitch Lawrence all over it. I swear it screams Mitch Lawrence from One Life to Live. But I don't believe Mitch Lawrence would ever be a part of this, of course, because John McBain killed him in the final episode of One Life to Live in 2012. Well, prior to the final episode. And it wouldn't make sense for Mitch Lawrence to be in Port Charles. He has no connection to none of these people. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, this scream like something Mitchell Lawrence would do with this cult nonsense, but his would be a little bit more demented because his cult never did nothing good for the general public. This cult is actually doing charitable things. Mitch's cult never did. So that's the difference with all of that. But it does scream a little bit of Mitch Lawrence into it. But I can't see him being a part of this, though. It wouldn't make sense. So anyway, moving on from that, Sasha. Let me guess. Her and Griffin are potentially gonna hook up because that's what it seemed like to me today. Griffin is acting real annoying lately. Ever since Kiki died, he's sitting there talking about, "Oh, I'm tired of hearing about Kiki. Tired of people talking about Kiki. It's not gonna bring her back." Duh, they know that, but they love, when somebody passes that you cared about. Of course, you're gonna bring up memories of them and stuff like that, because the death is so fresh. So of course, you're constantly gonna talk about that person. You know what I'm saying? They know they ain't gonna bring her back. If you really wanted to erase Kiki from your memory, why do you still have a picture of her in your apartment? You know what I'm saying? Stop acting like a whiny child. You only dated her for 5 minutes before she died, so chillax. Um, like all that little hostile attitude that Griffin got, he need to dial it back some because it's a little irritating at this point. I don't know what the hell they gonna do with Sasha. Like, is she gonna be a main character in the show? Like, contract? What are they doing with her? Because I'm pretty sure once the truth about her not being Nina's child comes out, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get rid of her. Because after that, what's the point of her staying? Unless they hooking her up with Griffin. That's what I really want to know. I cannot believe it. Ava and Ryan have officially exchanged "I love yous." I said, oh, hell no. Listen, the more deep Ava gets in with Ryan, the worse the fallout is going to be. I'm telling you, the fallout is going to be horrible. I'm telling you now, the fallout from this is going to be a hot mess. When she finds out that she's been sleeping with him and getting close to him, and all the while he's been murdering and attacking people, including her own daughter, hell hath no fury like Ava scorned. I'm going to tell you right now, she going to burn that town to the ground. I'm telling you, when the truth come out, it's gonna be some smoke in that city. I'm telling you, Ava is not playing no games, and she already know Franco didn't do this. She know Franco did. She know. Ava's far from dumb. She know Franco didn't do it. She could tell by just that one conversation with him. She know. She might have had a little doubt before she talked to him, but that conversation reassured her she knows Franco well, and she knows him enough to know he would never harm her child, or even Lulu for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he had no reasons to. And he loved Kiki like a daughter. Even though she wasn't biologically his, she might as well be. He treated her no differently. He was there for her. Hell, he even paid for her medical school. You know what I'm saying? Like a child that's not even his. Like, see what I'm talking about? Franco takes care of people's children that's not even his. Like paying for her medical school. He's there all the time for Jake and Aiden and Cameron. You know what I mean? Kids who are not even his, and he steps up to the plate more than the biological parents do. Does that sound like a killer to you? Like, come on now. You got biological parents who are shitty parents and don't even be there for their kids. And you got this man stepping up for all these different kids that ain't even his. Paying for education, taking them wherever they want to go, ice skating, wherever. Just being present in their life, and that's not even his child, his kids. You know what I mean? That's commendable to me. That's very commendable. Say what you want about Franco. Like I said, I'm not his biggest fan, but I respect the hell out of that. You know what I mean? Like stepping up in major ways. Um, but the fallout from all of this is gonna be crazy. Like when Ava finds out, Ryan, you better tuck tail and run. That's all I can tell you. Cause the hell she gonna put you through. Oh man, you ain't seen nothing yet from Ava. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Everybody in that town knows she a stone cold killer, so it's like you don't want to get on her bad side. I'm just saying, like the fallback from this is gonna be crazy. Um. So anyway, I love the scene between Alexis and Dr. Byrne, Neil. I love that scene. I hope that they don't rush into no type of relationship between her and him. I hope that they slowly build to it. But what I love is that she's really like examining her life choices when it comes to men. You know what I mean? And like she said, well, she made it perfectly clear that she was not interested in Julian no more, which I kind of think she's still lying. But she was letting it be clear, like she's not romantically interested in him. She's trying to figure out why do she choose men like Julian? Why do she sleep with men like Sonny Corinthos? And why do she date men like Sean and Jerry Jackson and them? You know what I mean? And Rick Lansing. Like, why do she interact with these kind of men? That's what she's trying to figure out. And I do believe it stems from her childhood. Look at the men that she was around. Stavros, Mikos. Look at these men that she were around. They were ruthless. They were deranged. They were dangerous. She was around that when she was a kid. So it translated to her adult life. You know what I'm saying? Where she picked those kind of men. Deranged, crazy, ruthless. Those are her type of men. You know what I mean? Because of what she was around growing up. So I'm glad that she's examining this because I think it's very important. And I think this is something new for Alexis because prior to this, she's never thought about this before. I don't think she's never really sat back and wondered, okay, why am I with this person? Why do I be with this person? And look at the men that she's turned down. They've been good men, like her and Finn didn't work out, but that was because he was still, in love with Anna or whatever. Her and Mac. I mean, Mac has been trying to get with Alexis for years, and she's always curved him. She's always turned Mac down. And Mac has always tried to date her. He was always interested in her. But she was never into the clean cut guy. She was always into the bad guy. That's what she likes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that she's in therapy trying to figure that out now. And try to hopefully make better choices in men in the future. I think her and Dr. Byrne would be good together. The chemistry between them, I really like it. As soon as I seen the two of them interacting and talking and stuff like that, I like the chemistry between them. I think they do look good together. But Nancy Lee Grahn, though, she has chemistry with a mop. I'm gonna tell you, that's how good she is. She can have chemistry with a freaking mop and broom in a dustpan. Like she just naturally has chemistry with people, and I think that's great because it's like there's really nobody, even Finn. I mean, her and Finn had chemistry. Maybe not off the chart chemistry, but I feel like their chemistry probably was a little better than him and Anna's, in my personal opinion. Um, but I'm happy that Alexis is getting this storyline. You know what I mean? Like she gets to do some, self reflecting and go on this journey of self. You know what I mean? And I think it's long overdue for her. Very long overdue, if you ask me. But anyway, that was pretty much the episode for today. I hope all you have a great day. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see all of you later. Have a great day. Peace.